Welcome to all our viewers and learners in this live phone-in session of CIET NCERT. I am Renu Bhatt and you are watching us live on PM eVidya channel from channel number 6 to 12 and on our NCERT official YouTube channel. Dear learner, this is our special hour and special session of webinar where we will discuss a journey of an ICT awardee. It's a journey of dedication and hard work. It's full of dedication and hard work, and it's actually an inspirational story of an ICT awardee that you have to know and you should know. And there are so many teachers around us, dear learner, and they are devoted and committed towards their work, and they are facing lots of problems and challenges, and irrespective of their problems and challenges, they are doing their best. They are using ICT tool as the medium, and that makes their teaching learning process more convenient and interesting. So let's meet our ICT awardee of this session. You are Ms. Sucheta S.S. You very warm welcome, ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am.
And you received this award, ICT award, in 2015, and at present you are working as an assistant teacher in Government High School, Dasarahalli, Bengaluru North 4, Karnataka.
Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, before we begin our session, our learner must have some question about your journey. They want to know about your journey and they have some queries. In that case, dear learner, if you have any query or you want to know about the challenges and the obstacle they were facing, feel free to connect to us, and without any hesitation, you can call us on our telephone number, that is 8800-440-559. Either you can drop a mail at our mail address, that is training@ciet.nic.in. If you have joined us through our live streaming, that means you are on our YouTube channel, that is NCERT official itself, go to the live chat box and drop your comment out there. These are the various mediums through which you can connect to us and ask your questions and queries to our expert. So ma'am, we'll begin this session with you, and we are very curious and excited and eagerly wants to know about your journey and the challenges you faced in your journey, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. Namaskar. Before starting my session, I would like to thank CIT NCERT, New Delhi, for this wonderful opportunity. Thanks to my department officers, my school, for encouraging and providing opportunities to prove myself in all walks of my journey. I take this special opportunity to thank my students. Without them, I am nothing. Of course, my parents and my family supported a lot in this journey. I thank one and all who made this successful story.
Ma'am, shall we begin with the PowerPoint presentation you have?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Okay.
We eagerly waiting for you to say something. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Myself, Sucheta S.S., teacher in mathematics, Government High School, T. Dasarahalli, Bengaluru. When I was recipient of ICT Award 2015, I was working as assistant teacher, GJC Tamagolo, Nelamangala Taluk, Bengaluru Rural District. Why I am telling this is because in this session, in the next 45 minutes, I am going to talk more about the work I did in this school. I served as teacher in mathematics for more than 15 years in this institution. Now recently I am working in Government High School, T. Dasarahalli, Bengaluru North. From my childhood, I am very happy and interested in mathematics and science. I feel proud myself if I solve the problem first to my class. I completed my science graduation, MSc and B.Ed. I want to serve as teacher in mathematics. I get into the government service in 2005. Before this, I served in Chetana Vidya Mandira, one of the esteemed institution in Tumkur, where I got experience which helped me a lot to recognize me as a resource person. I want my students to enjoy mathematics because it is a subject where one can develop self-discipline, confidence, logical thinking, And if we manage properly, mathematics is the subject where moral values can be inculcated properly in the students. But when I started my journey as mathematics teacher in rural area, I felt so many hurdles for students to enjoy mathematics. So before talking what all the things made me to invent new methods, practices and techniques to reduce or overcome these problems, I want all of you to know about my school. You can see the picture of my school. Our school is established before independence itself. It looks like mini Vidhana Saudha, like in Bangalore. Our school is situated in rural area. Most of our students are single parent or parents working on daily wages. Why I am telling? I am the socio-economic place of our students. You will know this in my next talk. Most of our students work to earn their family before and after the school hours. We have 11 sections from 8th, 9th and 10th grades. Medium of instruction is both Kannada and English. Our school admission is never less than 672. Including our vice principal, we were 21 teachers. As I started my journey as a mathematics teacher, these are all the hurdles that I face. These are all not only my problems, but most mathematics teachers face these problems. Yes, right? Yes. Instead of enjoying the subject, there is unnecessary fear in the students. Mathematics is a beautiful subject, we can enjoy the subject, but I don't know why the students have unnecessary fear on the subject. Majority feels that the maths learned in school will never be useful in solving life problems. There is less scope of learning maths practically, of investigating, exploring and learning. We have to introduce concepts that they may not have been exposed during our education. There are a lot of changes happened. You all know that. There are many gaps in students' mathematics skill. We have heterogeneous group in our classrooms. Our classrooms have children with different levels of mathematics ability, where it is difficult to address all of them at a time. And in our school, not only in our school, in most of schools in our state, teacher-student ratio is not very favorable. I am talking of government high schools. Teachers are appointed to some administrative tasks which take away teaching time. Most of our government high schools, we have lack of official staffs to do administrative tasks. Teachers are appointed to do some administrative tasks because the department asks some information as and when. So to give those information in, while teaching learning also, we have to do these extra work which takes our teaching time. So when we love our profession with all these hurdles, we start to think all the possibility to enjoy it and to achieve success in it. This quote, if we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow, always made me to think, and it is true also. So, I was thinking to overcome these problems. What are all the new methods, techniques, and solutions that I can adapt to overcome these problems? First, I started preparing mathematics model with my student to make the student to involve as well as make them to understand the concepts easily. But there are still many issues to solve. Then I was thinking some other solutions that I may get. It was in 2011-12, I got departmental aspiring training, subject teacher forum training, where I learned use of many educational tools which are free and open source. From then onwards, I use these ICT tools in everyday teaching learning process. By using ICT tools, my class became dynamic and rate of students' participation increased. And one more thing, in our each section, in few sections like in English medium section, we have more than 60 students. To handle 60 students, catering all the individual difference, it was so difficult for me. When I started integrating ICT in my teaching learning process, that problem really reduced. This was the first milestone in my journey. The training that I took was the first milestone in my journey. After learning these tools in the training, I took them to my classroom. What I have learned in the training, I took them into my classroom. After interacting with ICT, I learned digital story making, creating my own videos. I started recording my own classes, and I used them as a resource, and I used those videos for slow learners to learn. And I used those videos, I told in the beginning, the condition of our students. Most of our students are irregular. So I have to teach them, no? So for that, I was using the video that I recorded. And the wonderful Geogebra applet. Every mathematics teacher is a fan of this applet. You know, most of the ICT awardees already talked about this wonderful tool. I started using this Geogebra applet and also fed simulations to teach science. The use of ICT made my classroom dynamic, but our school has a computer lab, but there were no computers. So the school is still waiting for computers, which are due through the ICT Phase 3 program of Karnataka. There was a computer room, but there were no computers. How to solve this issue? This was the great challenge for me, because I have device, but my students don't have to interact with ICT. How can I retain this interaction, interest, involvement of students? So then, with the help of IT for Change, I approached Cognizant Foundation to donate computers. Really, it is a happy news for us. They donated 20 debonded computers, which are really very helpful for our students. But it was not up to the students ratio, because 1-to-1 we didn't get. But really, it was a very good number. 20 is a good number to manage the class. With the help of department, our school started technology integrated program with external resource, that is IT for Change. All my colleagues got training about basics of computers. Before the department itself, we started teachers community of learning in our school. I coordinated this program from December 2011 to September 2013. Now my school became resource center for many schools and cluster resource center. Before the department training, our teachers are trained in integrating ICT, and they are all started using ICT in their regular teaching learning process. Here, I should remember the support of and encouragement of my vice principal and my student at that time. This was one more remarkable milestone in my journey. So Paulo, in his famous book, Pedagogy for Freedom, writes about process of learning as whoever teaches learn in the act of teaching, and whoever learns teaches in the act of learning. So hard work and honest work always bring recognition. In 2011 and 12, department recognized me as resource person. The work that I was doing in my school was recognized by my department, and they called me to train the teachers across the state as a state resource person. So this in turn helped me to move towards mastery, perfection and clarity. Really, actually, I started learning when I start teaching the teachers.
Okay.
So use of ICT increased my self-efficiency and recognized me throughout the state. So next, adding feather to the cap, so my school, we integrated ICT in our daily teaching learning process. The department recognized the ICT integration in my school, and a team of UNICEF and MHRD visited our school to know the impact of the ICT integration in our school. You can, in the picture, you can see we are demonstrating the classes to the MHRD and the UNICEF officers. They appreciated the demonstration and they appreciated the students' involvement and interaction. After this, the department asked me to participate in a UNICEF national level workshop on adolescent education, which was held on 30/10/2014 to 31/10/2014. It is a 2 days program with the collaboration of MHRD. During the workshop, I am invited to give demonstration on how to integrate ICT in mathematics. So I demonstrated my class in front of officers who came from 30 plus states across the nation, and all the officers really appreciated my work. And they can found the difference in the ICT integrated teaching learning process and the regular class, because I gave the live demonstration with the students. The officers who participated in the program from Telangana, they also visited our school with their state teachers. Influenced by this visit, they implemented the same program that Karnataka started, that is Subject Teacher Forum. A similar program is started in their state. So the impact of ICT in regular class not only is not in my own class or in my class, but it is influencing the other state also. Now, when I start using the different educational tools to teach in my classroom, I thought, can I use the ICT integration to interlink with the subjects? Then we planned a project, community mapping project. So as an outcome of this, in this community mapping, what the student did is, they do the traditional physical mapping and they compared with the GIS mapping. And as a part of vegetation survey, they identified the different biodiversity in the school and surrounding their locality. And they learned they searched the scientific name of the different plants and what we call the biodiversity in the Google, and they get the scientific name like this, and they also plotted a graph the available plants in the school premises. So like this we interlink the subjects with this project, and they also interviewed the local bodies and made a digital story, and they presented in the morning assembly with the other students. This helped them to improve their language skills. So like this, I used the ICT in interlinking different subjects. Not only I used the ICT tools in my own teaching, but also we used with my support of my colleagues and vice principal, we took this project and we succeeded, and in future the digital story making and community mapping like this, field visits, it becomes one of the part of our teaching learning process. So when we conduct parents meeting, Parents were complaining that students spend most of time with the mobile. This I am taking during 2015 and 16. That was the time where different smartphone came to the market, and all the students were fascinated towards the smartphones. I thought of how can I make use of this opportunity in my teaching learning process. So I am thinking, how can make this opportunity? That means the students spend most of the time with the mobiles. No, how can I take this opportunity in my teaching learning process? I asked my students to do videos of mathematical construction or solving problems, and they have to share their videos in their respective friends social, that is friends group, so that if any one of the slow learner is there, he will learn from the video. Really, I get a good response from the students. They did n number of videos. Today also I use them as a resource. With every steps, they explain the construction, they explain solving the problems. And also I ask my student to do visit banks and to do visit jewel shops to learn profit and loss, and also to learn banking. With a prior questionnaire, they do field visits of bank and the shops. What they did is, they took the mobile and they made the video of the interview with the manager.
Okay.
They made, you can see the video, they made a video with the manager. That video is served as a source to teach banking chapter. And they did, actually practically, they understood what is loan, education loan, what is, how the shopkeeper gets the profit, how loss is occurred. Like this, through field visit, they learnt a lot, and they used ICT to record this and make this as a resource for their friends.
Exactly.
Now you can observe the video shared by my
common
students.
tangent to two circle of radii 5 cm and 2 cm whose center are 10 cm apart. Measure and verify the length. Draw a circle, the center as B.
Like this, my
Question what they
students
have given.
made small videos and they shared in the group. I also took the help of ICT and started digitizing the school records. This saved my times. I told in the beginning that most of our time will go in administrative work, doing maintaining records and submitting some records. So I used ICT to maintain the school record as well as my own personal record, which saved my time. Along with using different ICT applications in my teaching learning process, I used ICT in creating school wiki, and also I translated PhET simulation to Kannada so that I can make use of the instruction. The instruction in the PhET simulation is customized it to Kannada, and so that my rural students can enjoy that application. And I also, you can see one Geogebra file on the screen. I created so many Geogebra files. Whatever the resources that I created, I uploaded in the Geogebra tube for other teachers to use and for the benefits of the students. Whatever the resource I create, I use to share in my subject teacher forum for the benefits of the other teachers who may not know how to create a Geogebra file, but he can make use of that in the classroom. Thinking that, I started sharing my resources and I got feedback my friends, and that improved my work. Ma'am, you have interacted with so many ICT experts till today, but you may feel, why only these basic tools when we have so much of advanced technology?
Right.
So I told, in the beginning itself, I'm a teacher working in government high school. So in government high school, our student situation is different. We may have two mobiles, laptops, tabs, and desktops to work. But our student has only one smartphone. If they have, it is a great thing. There is a lot of data issues for them. They share the mobile with their siblings for online classes or to do work. One mobile they has to share with their sibling. In one phone, they have to maintain calls as well as classes. So these all made me to use only ICT tools which are reachable and affordable by my students. So I know so many applications and so many tools, but I selected only few applications and few tools which are affordable and reachable by my students. I used YouTube videos. The beginning of my journey, I started using YouTube videos for my self-learning. But then after that, I started sharing my videos to my students and to my teachers. And I used simple writer as a LibreOffice writer, whether it may be LibreOffice or MS Office, to create worksheets, question paper, summary of the topics. And I used presentation in my classes to prepare the conclusions or the revisions of the topics and to conduct quizzes. And I used SMS. Those who don't have smartphone, if those who have basic sets, have to connect with them, no. So for that reason, during this COVID situation, this SMS helped me a lot because I can connect with my students. Then this is the beautiful applet because it has everything a mathematics teacher needed, that is Geogebra. So I became a great fan of Geogebra and I started using it. And I asked my students, those who have smartphone, they have installed the mobile version of the smartphone version of the Geogebra and they started using it. And I also used digital content like ePathashala, NROER and Amrita OLabs as a digital content resources to share with my students. And I recorded video. I used to record my screen. And with the editing tools, I created my own videos and shared with my students and teachers. During this pandemic, to do online classes, I used video conferencing like Google Meet and Zoom. And I used social medias like WhatsApp and mails to communicate and to send the works and summary to students and to get back their work. And used these Google Forms for instant evaluation. Like I send multiple choice question and to do survey, I use these Google Forms. So with all these use of all these tools, in my journey I got few recognizable and fruitful outcomes. I have recognized that when I started using integrating ICT from 2011, what are the outcomes and what are the observations that I made is, there is an increase in school admission. Not only I used ICT in my classroom teaching, all my teachers know, they started using ICT, and this is one of the positive attraction for my my school, and there is increase in school admission. And one more thing, mathematics result percentage is good than the school result. You can see the graph, observe the graph. So there is increase in the number of students who are selected in NMMS and NTSE. Increase in the number of students opting science stream after SSLC. There is increase in the number of students opting science. That means the students started love towards mathematics and science. So with all these work, I got some opportunities like working in curriculum content development for student ICT in NCERT CIT, in the preparation of Geogebra module development in RIE Mysore. Also, I took part in the e-content development in my state, and I also involved in localization of student ICT curriculum, that is, which was prepared by NCERT CIT. We have to translate that into Kannada. That I did. National level e-content development for mathematics. I took Geogebra Skype session for teachers of Rajasthan. So I also worked in digitization of textbooks in Karnataka, development and management of OER platform under Technology Assisted Learning Program Karnataka. I am state level resource person for subject teacher 4, and I worked as state level resource person for Karnataka Open Education Resource. And also I worked in national level workshop for creation of ICT teacher curriculum. This all work, as I utilized the opportunity and my artwork, made my officer to recognize my strength, and they informed me to apply for the ICT award. Till that, I never applied for any award. This is the first award I received. I never ran behind the award. I presented my work. There were more than 136 presenters across the nation. Only 11 were awarded in 2015. I was one among them. Really, it was a great, unforgettable moment to receive award from Honorable President of India. I thank all who supported to get this award.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was the great moment in my life, ma'am.
Truly, ma'am.
So really, one more happy thing to share is that my work inspired my science teacher, Srimati Gulzar, science teacher. She applied for the award very next year to me, and she received the award. This is one great thing. What I recognize is that my work inspires other teachers too. Yes. So I think this is the record. Only our school consecutively in 2 years received ICT awards. I am the 2015 award. She is the 2016 ICT award awardee. She is the 2016 ICT awardee.
Right.
So even I received the ICT award, I too got appreciation and honor from my college, local bodies, Rotaries, etc. So after receiving the award, they honored me, and this is one appreciation I got. And you can see that my student work becomes news, and it is published in Hindu as well as in Times of India under the article School Stars. Across the nation, 8 schools were selected. From Karnataka, our school work is selected and it is published in the Hindu. So I never thought that learning is not a destination. It is a we can here I can stop my learning, everything over. It's not like that. It is a continuous process. Actually, my responsibility increased after receiving award.
Exactly, ma'am.
So yes, definitely. And one more thing, I got the opportunities that I got is also become more. So I got opportunity to interact with the ICT pioneers across the country. This made me to learn new things. So after becoming ICT award, I got opportunity to participate, because I am ICT awardee, I got opportunity to participate in International Forum on Adapting an ICT Perspective to Education and Learning, that is in New Delhi from October 31st to November 4th of 2016. Immediate to my next award I received an award in 2015, I got opportunity in 2016. In this forum, 14 countries were participated, and I got opportunity to interact with so many resource persons, and I learned many things from this forum. I also got opportunity and I got invitation and opportunity to participate in National Conference on ICT in Education, which is held at RIE Mysore from February 1st to 3rd, 2017. And you can observe that, sir, in the previous NCRT Director Rishikesh Senapati sir appreciated my work. Also, I got opportunity to participate in 43rd JNNSMEE at International Exhibition Center held at BHIEC, Bangalore. There I showcased the ICT initiatives of CIT as well as our state. These are the few certificates that I received as appreciation and as honor. The recognition and opportunities, they increase my responsibility, as I told earlier. So I thought of doing more for the students and teachers community. Then I started creating and sharing the resource for the benefits of the students and teachers. So, me, with the help of my husband, because he is also a mathematics teacher, we both created videos and uploaded in YouTube channel as well as in Diksha portal. So there are more than 56 videos in my YouTube channel, and we have shared more than 50 to 60 videos in our state Diksha portal.
Okay.
For the use of the teachers and for the benefits of the students. One more thing is, I worked with the department in localizing Khan Academy videos and interactives. So I localized more than 500 mathematics grade 5 to 10 videos in Kannada for the benefit of our students.
Okay.
There are more than thousands videos. Myself and one more teacher by name Shivakumar, we both localized the videos. My alone localized more than 400 mathematics videos. And I also involved in giving training teachers across the state under TALP. I also conducted ICT classes for teacher trainees. So they are the budding teachers, no? If I inspire them, the integration of ICT, so before entering to the profession, if they are trained in using ICT, I think they can do better. Thinking that, I started conducting ICT classes for teacher trainees. So now one question that comes is, as an ICT awardee, what is my contribution during this pandemic? So I started conducting online classes. That is, all the teachers are doing, no? But few teachers in government schools, they are in the beginning of the 2019, when the COVID-19 began, no? Started, few of them not adopted to that mode of teaching learning. So what I did is, I asked them to join their student to my online classes, and I started teaching them.
Okay.
And I also teach them how to conduct the online classes. And also I prepared self-study activity sheets for the students during COVID-19 situation, and I shared those activities in the social group for the benefit of the students and the teachers across the state.
Okay.
I also involved in the preparation and review of alternate academic calendar that we use during this COVID-19 when the students are in lockdown situation, how to make them to involve in learning. So that was the alternate academic calendar. I involved in the preparation and review of mathematics alternate academic calendar with the department. Then I do involved in the creation of Samveda classes for the students with the department to telecast in TV channels for their continuous learning. So our state launched one program that is telecasting video lessons for the students across the state during the COVID-19 to make sure the continuity of learning. In that program, with the department, I recorded mathematics classes for 8th, 9th and 10th, and these recorded videos are telecasted in TV channels for the students for their learning. So with all these my work, so there arises one more question. What is my next plan?
Yes, ma'am, about your future plan.
Yes. So we all know whether we like or unlike. We are demanded to use mobile phones, internet, social media in our day-to-day life. Especially from last 2 years, we have to use this. Yes. Not only in our daily life, in also in teaching learning process. So we need to aware of the proper usage of it. For that, my immediate plan is to creating cyber awareness and cyber safety measures among the students, colleagues and parents. So that is my immediate plan. So that if I make if I create awareness among my students and colleagues and parents, that will help a lot in the use of ICT.
Right. Ma'am, like in previous slides, we have seen that there are so many trainee teachers that took inspiration from you, and you were teaching them something. Like you inspired them, right? But now I want to ask you, who inspired, I just wanted to know who inspired you the most, ma'am? Who are the person
yes.
you took the inspiration, ma'am?
Yes, this is the one question. Yes, ma'am. So one thing that is, you may, if I give this answer, you may laugh that these are the students, these are the persons. My last bench students. They
Last
are the
batch students.
Last bench students.
Last bench students.
Bench
Okay,
students.
how come, ma'am?
Why means? So when I complete my 45 minute session of mathematics, I feel that I made all my students, today I made all my students to learn this topic. But actually that was not the fact. Yes, few of the students, they do not involve in my teaching and they are not showing interest. Then I thought of what I have to do, make them to involve.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. We have a caller with us. He or she want to ask you something, ma'am. Let's talk to him or her. Hello?
Okay.
Hello? Hello, please tell your name. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Are we audible to you?
Yes, I'm audible.
Okay, please tell your name and ask your question.
Yeah, can I tell my name and ask the question?
Sure, please.
Yes.
Please tell your name.
Yeah, my name is Ranjini.
And Nandini, where are you from?
I am Ranjini and I'm from Chennai.
Okay, please ask your question.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Please ask your question.
Yes. Hi Sucheta, this is Ranjini from Chennai. And a wonderful presentation and great to hear your journey. And my question is, can you please comment on what is the nature of the relationship between the teacher and the student and the technology and the student? Could you please comment on that?
I guess she wants to know about the nature of the student and teacher relations, right? That is only we could hear. So ma'am, Suchita ma'am, over to you ma'am.
Repeat the question for me.
Ma'am, I guess she wants to know about the relationship between the teacher and the student. That is what we hear ma'am.
Yeah, it was very nice. The students and the actually, when I started using the ICT, that relationship is increased. The interaction is become more. They actually the students, they started looking me like in a different way. That means our teachers knows everything, and she is giving all the facilities that a city students has. Like that, they are. Looking at me in a different way, and the bondage between me and the students was very nice, and it is increased after using of ICT and after involving them in the field visits and doing community surveys, and after allowing them to do the videos and to share with them. They started talking the technological issues with also with me. Like so instead of content, they also started chatting with me. Ma'am, I recorded this video, that is correct? I'm using the simple words so that my other friends can understand that one. So how to record that video, when I has to stop. So like that, they start opening, so they start expressing their issues, and they started mingling with me very nicely, ma'am. So,
Okay.
Coming to your previous question,
Yes, ma'am.
who inspired me? Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I told that my last bench students.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
thinking of new methods and new ideas. So they are the persons who made me to think like that. If they learned
Okay.
and if they expressed, I think I would have not. I would not search any new methods or innovative. So special thanks to my last bench students. But one more person is there. One more person is there. So as a outside from my family, I inspired from Sri Ranjini Ranganathan from ITFC. She is the real influence of using ICT in my teaching learning process. But if you come to my family, my husband is the he influenced me in using ICT as well as to solve my problems in using the ICT. So when I want to start using it, I should learn the problems, that technical issues that come when I start using. If I get solution immediately, I can proceed further. No,
Exactly.
Otherwise, there are so many teachers, they want to use the technology in their classroom. They come across with many technical issues. If they get solution, they start continuing using it. If they don't get solution, they stop, or they stop at that stage itself. But that is the main advantage for me is you used to solve all my technical issues and to support me, so that I can continue my journey. So
Okay.
my journey never stopped.
Ma'am, we are left with a couple of more 2 minutes and a couple of minutes. Would you like to add something? You want to say something about your journey at the time when you feel like, no, it's now not cup of my tea and it's getting a bit, we can say, hard at that very moment?
No, see, when I took as the training, subject teacher forum training, I decided I must integrate ICT in my classroom. At that time, I don't have my own device. Frankly speaking, I don't have my own device, and there was no device in my school. So immediately what I did is I purchased a device and started using in my class, because if I stop there itself, I won't take the learnings that I took in the training into my class. That was my thought. And I inspired all my teachers. What I did is, you stop purchasing one gold material for you this year. Instead, you purchase a device for yourself, not for your daughter or son or for your husband. You purchase your device for yourself, like laptop or desktop, and start learning, so that we can make use of it. Like this, I never thought that department has to supply me the device, then I will start using. I never thought of that. it is useful for my student. Why my rural students as to they should not expose to the use of technology. So when I am there and I know this technology, I have to take this to my students. That was my, if I won't use that, no, the 3-year students, if I start waiting for the department to supply, the present year students will lose the use or the taste of this ICT in the teaching learning process. That was my intention. So I
Yes, ma'am.
started using, I never felt that this is art for me or it's not my cup of tea. But I feel that there are so many advanced educational tools and apps are there. But
Ma'am, in brief,
I
we
want
want to know, ma'am. We are running very short of time right now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So, no, I never felt it is odd for me.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you are truly an inspiration and we appreciate your dedication and hard work and our best wishes from our side. And it's time for me to wrap up this session. But thank you so very much, ma'am, for being with us, ma'am.
But I take 1 minute to thank all my friends who helped me in this journey. First, I am so grateful to my parents and my family, my teachers, my students, and vice principal and staff of the GJC Tamgundlu where I worked previously, and presently I am working in GHST Dasaralli. I thank my administrators and staff, and I thank my department for the encouragement and ITFC for their continuous effort. But a special thanks to CIT and NCERT New Delhi for this great opportunity. And I thank you one and all. Now it's time to show my gratitude to all with me. So I thanked everyone. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for being with us, and we appreciate your journey, ma'am, and we appreciate your comments also, dear viewers. You have sent so many comments in the comment section. Thank you so very much for being with us, and it's time for me to wrap up this session of webinar here only, and you don't need to go anywhere else. Stay with us on PM eVidya channel or NCERT official YouTube channel. Me, Renu Bhatt, is taking your leave. Namaskar.